welcome to Miami and SoccerX. How has your day been here?
Very good. It started earlier, but it has been very good till now.
Now, of course, this particular conference touches upon football in America in the build-up to the 2026 World Cup. How important is it for Leverkusen as a brand to expand in America?
It's very important for us. It's very important not only for us, for the Bundesliga as a whole. I think that we are one of the leagues with the most supporters attending the stadiums. After NFL, I think number 2. And therefore, for the whole Bundesliga and for Leverkusen as well, it's important to be in the place where the World Cup will be, in a big country with increasing interest for soccer. And therefore, we are here. We were already here last year, opening the stadium on San Luis City. We played there last year. And we would be happy to be here next year as well. I think we're thinking of coming over with the team.
Does expanding your brand, either in North America or globally, rely on the players, like in pre-season? Is it grassroots? Is it education and brand awareness? What do you think the keys are to getting a global audience, and specifically here an American audience, recognizing Leverkusen?
Well, at the end of the day, we are a football club, so the most important effect on the brand is the sporting success. We're looking at it now. With the sporting success, the brand awareness increases automatically. We're trying to do a lot of things around it. We are producing a lot of content. We have a lot of followers. We have good merchandise material. But at the end of the day, what makes the biggest impact is the sporting success. And therefore, we are working hard to increase the probability of having sporting success.
And it's obviously working because you're top of the Bundesliga.
At the moment, yes, the league is very long, but at the moment we're happy, 31 or 33 points. Never another team gained more points than us, only one time Bayern Munich in the history. So we are happy how we started.
What goals did you set at the beginning of the season?
The goals at the beginning of the season was to end up the Bundesliga in the top 4 position. This qualifies us for Champions League. And to try to go as far as possible in Europa League and the Cup. We are now close to first spot in the group and to achieving the last 16 in the Europa League. And we are already in the last 16 in the Cup. So I hope that the success will continue in the next weeks and months.
What has Xabi Alonso brought since joining?
Well, Xabi Alonso is a very intelligent person that has had success as a player. He knows exactly what the team needs to be successful. He has the experience. Players listen to him, and he's quite focused on and concentrated on the preparing the team game by game for the next games.
And do you think that a coach like that is part of a more modern football breed? It feels like when clubs now look for a manager, they don't always need experience, but they need the right personality and also strategic fit. And younger coaches like Alonso, Roberto De Zerbi at Brighton, they're a different breed of coach. Would you agree?
Well, I think that the personality of a coach or of a manager or in any position is always very, very important. I'm already a little bit older, 59, but I remember in my starting with Bertelsmann that I had the opportunity to be a general manager already in the young ages. So I think in football, a young coach, if he has the experience as a player and the experience in the football and the personality, the experience as a coach will come over time, but it's not as needed as perhaps before. I think that nowadays we have new generations as players, so a young coach can as well perhaps connect better with the young generation of players that we have.
How do you ensure when you succeed as a club and grow, because everyone is in the shop window, that you keep hold of your assets, your stars?
Well, I think that success keeps the stars and the assets as well. If we play Champions League next year, if we are successful, the probability of keeping the stars and the assets is higher. Have a good team spirit, like they enjoy being together, they enjoy playing together. They are well. They feel in a good club. The club is important, and we know that we will not be able to keep all of them, and we need to perhaps sell one player each year in order to bring new players as well. But our objective is to keep as many as we can.
Talk to me a little bit about the culture at the club as well. I'm told, for example, Granit Xhaka joined and there were tears of joy shed because he was so impressed being able to walk into that dressing room, walk into that training facility. Give me some insight into the culture of the football club. It looks very united.
Yes, I mean, with Granit Xhaka, we were already speaking or trying to work it out since March. It was a long fight as well with Arsenal to be able to bring him to Leverkusen. We knew that he was willing to change, willing to come to us, willing to come to Xabi Alonso as a coach, to us as a club Leverkusen. And we are a very family, we are a big family. You know, we have small distances in the stadium, in the training ground, training facilities, small distances. It's like a big family living and working together.
And you must be delighted with the form of Grimaldo as well.
Yes, Grimaldo, we had already many years ago, we wanted to get him from Benfica. It was very, very expensive. So we had him in our as a target already many years ago. We knew how good a player he is, how good professional he is. We needed as well good professionals like Granit, like Alejandro Grimaldo. And so we as well started to talk with him in advance and managed to convince him that the project in the club, the project in Leverkusen, was an ambitious project. The coach was important. For a player coming to a club, the coach is very important because they want to play. And it was important to get him to us. It's an important player for us.
Are you expecting a busy January?
Well, let's see. I hope that we will not have a lot of injuries, and if we don't have injuries, I think that will be not a busy January because the team fits well together. We don't want to change a lot of the team. It works fine. We have everything covered, and I think there will be a lot of continuity in January. I don't think there will be a lot of changes in January.
Part of that continuity comes also from the way that you negotiate with the players that you have to protect the club. So if they're sold, you get good value, but also you don't have to sell because they're under healthy contracts, and maybe Hincapié is a good example of that.
Yes, I think the majority of our players have contracts till 2028 or 27. Very few that I have only 24, 25. Very few, and this is important. We have prolonged contracts with Palacios, with Hincapié, with Tapsoba, with with a lot of them, and Jeremy Frimpong, and a lot of them. So it's Florian Wirtz already last year, Patrick Schick already last year. So the new players that came anyway for 4 or 5 years. Yes, we have a good contracts going long, so we are not in need to sell.
How do you decide then when to sell, especially mid-season? Because Hincapié, there'll be speculation. Tapsoba, there'll be speculation. How do you decide when it's right to sell?
Well, it's a little bit of a discussion as well with the player. I mean, Moussa Diaby was already 4 years with us, so he really was. We already prolonged once. He was really wanted to do the next step, and we needed to sell one player in order to be able to invest in new players. So I think that in summer next year, I hope we only have to sell one, perhaps two, and it will be dependent upon the offers we have and upon the discussions with the players and the contracts that they have. It's a lot of different things that have an impact. The discussion with the coach, who do we have to replace who, but at the moment we're not concentrating on next summer. We are preparing it behind, but we're concentrating on performing every game and trying to continue with a good season that is very long. We are only played 1/3, so we have 2/3 to play, and it's good to concentrate on the actual season and not too much on the next one.
And obviously Alonso might be in demand as well. Is there any truth that there's this clause that allows him to leave for one of his former clubs?
No, but you don't need a clause. We have a very, very good relation with Xavi, and he knows that we are a serious club. And at the end of the day, we are not going to force someone to stay if he doesn't want to stay. We want him to feel so happy and so good with us that he really only wants to stay. And this is our objective.
But there's nothing actually on paper.
No, nothing on paper, but sometimes agreements that are not on paper are agreements as well. And we know that if he needs to do a move in the future, we'll be able to talk with each other. and I hope we will not need to do this, and because he will stay and be happy in Leverkusen.
And just finally, your thoughts ahead of the festive period and the second half of the season. You've already said that qualifying for the Champions League is the goal, but will there come a point halfway, 2/3 through the season, where you start to adjust that goal to win a championship?
Well, I quote the coach, Xabi Alonso. He said, if in April we are still up there, then we will think about what to achieve.
Great stuff. Thanks so much for your time, and enjoy the rest of your time here in Miami.
Thank you.